Hey, welcome to Story Time with Gigi. Today we're reading a Disney story, Mickey and Friends, called Ticket Trouble. Oh, looks like they're going on an airplane flight. Wow, we're finally going on vacation, Mickey said to Minnie and Goofy as they arrived at the airport. Hawaii, here we come, Minnie said happily. This is my very first airplane ride, exclaimed Goofy excitedly. Look, you guys, he said, I even got a pilot's hat for the trip. At the check-in counter, the agent stamped Mickey's ticket and then Minnie's. Goofy looked and looked for his and finally found it stuck between two ham sandwiches he had packed for a snack. The ticket agent stamped the ticket. Now don't lose this, she warned Goofy. I think I already know what's going on. Goofy thought hard. I know, he exclaimed. I'll put it inside my pilot's hat. That's really safe. He tucked the ticket snugly inside the hat. Oh boy. Just then, as a group of pilots hurried into the airline terminal, a stiff breeze blew Goofy's hat right off his head. Whoosh! Stop that hat, Goofy yelled, racing after it. As Goofy chased his runaway hat, he bumped into the pilots, knocking their hats and flight bags in every direction. Gosh, I'm sorry, Goofy apologized as he helped everyone pick up their belongings. But I bet someone took his hat. The pilots smiled, placed their hats back on their heads, and hurried off to their planes. Goofy picked up the last hat and looked inside. Oh no, he cried. One of those pilots took my hat by mistake and my ticket's in it. Don't worry, Goofy, said Mickey. We'll help you find the pilot who has your hat. Mickey knocked on the door of the air traffic control tower. Inside, people with radios were telling the pilots when to take off and land their planes. Could you please use your radios to ask the pilots if one of them has Goofy's hat and ticket? Mickey asked. Meanwhile, Goofy spotted a pilot walking toward the baggage claim area. Goofy ran after the pilot, but he tripped and fell, clunk, onto a baggage conveyor loaded with suitcases. Around and around Goofy whirled until his head was spinning. Goofy staggered off the conveyor and stumbled through a door that led to the edge of the airfield. A plane was taxiing past slowly. Through the cockpit window, Goofy saw a pilot wearing a hat that looked like his. Stop! Stop! Goofy shouted, waving his arms. In the control tower, the air traffic controller saw Goofy waving his arms. Goofy is signaling us to stop that plane, one of the controllers said. She radioed the pilot who was flying the plane. Quickly, the startled pilot stepped on the brakes. Then Goofy saw another plane going by, and another, and another. All the pilots were wearing hats just like his. Stop! Stop! Goofy shouted, waving his arms again. The traffic controllers radioed all the pilots to stop their planes. Soon Goofy had brought the whole airport to a standstill. Suddenly, one of the pilots began waving at Goofy. I heard the control tower's announcement, the pilot shouted. I've got your hat. Come and get it. Goofy ran up to the door of the plane and the pilot handed him his hat. Luckily, the ticket was still tucked inside safely. Finally, it was time for Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy to board their plane. The flight attendant tore off part of Goofy's ticket and handed the rest back to him. "That's your return ticket," Mickey explained to Goofy as they sat down and buckled their seatbelts. "If you lose it, you won't be able to fly home." "Don't worry," Goofy said. "This time I'm putting it in a really safe place. My shoe." And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye until next time.